It's time. It's stacked up around you. It's time to learn how to start decluttering your house. You're going to feel so much better when you learn what I have to say today. All right, why do you have so much stuff? You know it. Come on, go look in your garage, right? Look in the closet, look in the drawers. You look at those boxes, right? I mean, you're not alone though. Come on, you're not alone. It's really tough to manage stuff. It really is. And there's that thought of, but what if I need it? I remember my dad saying that when I was growing up. My dad would say, but what if I need it, Kirk? What if I need it? I'm like, Dad, you have 4 of these. Get rid of 3 of them. But what if I need it? There's always that what if I need it thing. Well, I think part of decluttering your home and getting started at this is understanding what's going on. Why do you have so much stuff? Psychologically, what's going on with you? What's happened in here that's causing you to accumulate and stack stuff up and create more boxes? And then you're spending more time and energy and money on more storage boxes. Or you're running out of room in the corners to store stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, but how do you get started, Kirk? Like, I need to clean some stuff up. It's overwhelming me. It's taking me off course. I can't even park in my garage. Do you know that there are a lot of people in this country who can't park in their garage? Do you know one of the fastest growing real estate purchases that are happening in the United States right now is for storage units? 4 and 5 story storage units, acres and acres and acres of storage units, so that people can have some place to take stuff out of their house, move it to another place, and then they can refill their home again. I know this. Come on. I know this. I have also dealt with the clutter. I've dealt with not being able to get in my garage. I've dealt with these things, but I had to get over it. I had to get through it mentally and emotionally so I could let things go. So let's talk about what's happening here. One of the reasons why we keep stuff is because we think stuff makes us feel valuable. And we don't understand that when we let go of stuff, we have something else to gain. We can actually be more productive in our thinking and better in our relationships. We get emotionally connected to our stuff if we have a bunch of stuff, then it means that we are valuable. And it's literally a relationship. We feel valuable having these things, even though we can't park in the garage, even though we can't put another thing in the closet, even though we can't put another thing in the closet, on the shelf or on the hanger or in the drawers. And it's just too much stuff. But we unconsciously are using these things to build personal value. So we got to find some other way to find that, when I don't have stuff, what is it that I can gain? Freedom. Freedom of the mind, freedom of the home, freedom. And when you have too much stuff, you start to feel cluttered, you start to feel trapped, you start to feel buried, you start to feel like heavy. You start to feel heavy because there's so many things connected to you. So we have lots of stuff because we're trying to build our personal value through things. But what we have to gain by letting go of those things and building our personal value a different way is freedom. And it feels so good. Believe me, when you get to this other way of thinking, it feels so good to let go of these things because you can actually think. You can actually feel, and you don't feel that trapped feeling. Now, how do you get started? Well, you can start by one small place in the garage or one small place in the house, but you start in small chunks. One thing at a time, one place at a time. And this is where my wife and I started. We literally, when it came time that it's time to de-junk our home, we both looked at each other, took a deep breath, and we opened one box. And that one box was this emotional experience, and it probably took us like 2 hours to go through one box because we're like, oh, I want to keep this. Oh, I want to keep this. But we had to come up with some categories. We had to come up with some categories of like, could this help somebody else? Could I let go of this and give it to somebody else and it could help somebody else? So instead of thinking I'm going to throw everything away, I think about how I could benefit somebody else's family. Who else could benefit from this? So that way it was a positive experience, not a throw it in the trash kind of experience. And there's probably those things you really do need to throw away, But our first go-to was, could somebody benefit from this? Now, while we're going through this one section or this one chunk of our home, something else that really matters, really matters, is for us to journal. And I'm a big promoter of journaling. Journaling has literally changed my life, helped me understand myself in so many different ways. But if I can journal and start journaling, and the journaling has very specific components, meaning I am valuable because. And that's my journal entry. I am valuable because, and I come up with 10 reasons why I'm valuable. Why I'm valuable to myself, why I'm valuable to my wife, to my children, to Cameron and Cody and all my children. But I come up with reasons why I'm valuable. Why am I valuable to my neighborhood, my community, my extended family? If I can add up the reasons why I am valuable, I then can let go of things that I am thinking is giving me value. But they're actually causing me to be trapped. But I can let go of them because I have another source, my journal, of all these lists of evidence that helps me understand I do have value. Because to let go of stuff without having something else add up my value, I'm not going to let go of stuff. Or if I do, I'll just pile new stuff in that place. You see, when I go to let go of things, now these journal entries can fill me in. Because right now it's stuff that makes me feel valuable. And that's not good. That's not real. That's not authentic. That's not a real, true relationship. So that's why journaling is a great way to help change my thinking and change my emotions, that I'm valuable to people. Not I need things to be valuable, but I'm valuable to people. And I can't find that unless I journal. And I don't care what your background is or how old you are, you get a journal and you start tracking that, or create a document on your phone, but every day find 10 reasons why you're valuable. It makes letting things go a lot easier. And remember what I'm saying here on number 4 is, when I go to let something go, how could this be valuable to somebody else? Sometimes I go out on the front sidewalk and I just put for free. I don't even try to sell things out there. I just like, here, take it, go. You know, or I call somebody up and say, hey, you want to come over and get this? My boys have seen me do this many times, where I will take a bunch of stuff out to the sidewalk and my kids will say, Dad, you could sell this stuff and make money. And I go, yeah, but you know what? I want to surprise somebody today. I just want to give some things today. And it just feels really good to be able to just give. And that makes letting go of things much more sweet. To see somebody else get excited and they got it for free and it was exactly what they needed. That part's pretty cool. I remember the day I put a float tube, a fly fisherman's float tube, and the waders and the flippers and the oars and everything out there. It was perfectly fine. I blew it all up, this fly fisherman's float tube. It's really nice. I put it out on the sidewalk and I put free on it. I had no longer got back to my garage. Then this truck just slams on its brakes, backs up. These 2 guys jump out and they look at us and they go, are you serious? Is this free? I go, is it something you need? And they're like, this is exactly what I've always wanted. And these guys were high-fiving each other and just like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, score. And my boys and I, who were in the garage, we looked at each other and we were all smiling from ear to ear. It was so cool to be able to pass that on to somebody. And what was interesting was to watch my boys after that actually help me clean the garage faster. And they were thinking of things they could put out there. There's something about bringing joy to other people's lives that makes it actually a lot easier to let go of stuff. Pretty cool, huh? So when there's a purpose, like I want to let go of feeling trapped and heavy by my things, and I want to feel more free, I want to make a difference, I want to be able to think and love people instead of love stuff, you're finding yourself a bigger purpose here. It's not just de-junking your home, but you're literally making a mindset change, a lifestyle change, and benefiting other people. It's really cool what you're doing here. Now, what's easier to do is to start with those non-personal things. I'm not saying go right to your super personal things and start sorting through them. Are you kidding? That's tough. That's tough. Make it a lot easier, like go to the drawer that has all the lids in it, or the cupboard that has all the lids, or all your little storage containers for food. You know those lids and those containers don't all match. You know they don't match. Lay them all out, figure out which ones match, and then let go of the lids. Let go of the extra bowls. Crazy thing is, there's somebody in your neighborhood who could benefit from those bowls. Really, I didn't know that, but they would be super happy to have those bowls. But to go start on places that is not directly connected to your personal things yet, because you need to build up some momentum here, right? Some confidence before you go into your boxes and piles of personal things. So go start with those non-personal things to build up that experience. It'll make a big difference. Then notice what it feels like. Notice what it feels like when you clear the stuff out and you have this room and this space, this feeling. There is so much good energy from that. So much good energy. I really believe it helps you be a healthier person with that good energy. Notice your attitude is so much more light and positive instead of heavy with all the connections with all that stuff. But remember, it's important to journal to be able to help keep adding up your value day by day. 10 things. If 10's too much, just get at least 5 to 10 things a day of why you are valuable to other people. And notice the incredible difference you can make in your home, in your garage, in your closets, in the drawers, and wherever you're at, so you can literally breathe. You literally can breathe. Imagine if in your lungs you had chunks of stuff. It would be tough to breathe. And when you have too much stuff, it's tough to breathe. It really is, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So for us, as we all move forward to manage our stuff, maybe you would like to learn more from us here at 3 Key Elements. We're an incredible company that's making a big difference in people's lives because we know what matters. Now, if you ever are in Salt Lake City or want to come, a class I would suggest is Art of Mentoring. It's a 3-day live course which teaches you about behavior, about how you think, and teaches you about attachments, and teaches you about the way in which you are connected to things, and how to really improve your life. But check us out. And also, absolutely enjoy watching more of our YouTube videos by going to our YouTube site and subscribing so you don't miss one of these videos. That way they're always coming out to you and you can stay really dialed in to what we do here because your life matters.